Hi, this is Jason Wright with the Smith Group, and this is your South Orange County market update for October. I want to start by talking about just a pulse on the overall marketplace. It's interesting to see that here we are a year into economic changes that have impacted the demand and the interest rates and everything that goes into real estate. As we enter the marketplace in October this year, we've seen that buyers have taken a lot more due diligence and time in making a decision as an interest rate impacts their affordability on the homes that they're shopping for. We've seen that result in longer days on market for the inventory that is available. And what we just see is an overall consensus that there's a lot of uncertainty or uncomfortability of what's happening with the interest rate and with the availability of homes in our marketplace. And that's playing into have a little bit of extra weight on what typically happens this time of year. Combine that with the sellers that are in 3% interest rates, and what we have is a hesitation for those sellers to make a move and come to the marketplace as well, further putting constraints on inventory in South Orange County. As you might have seen, the Feds met last week and they decided not to raise interest rates for the current period. However, they did forecast that they are likely to increase the interest rate again one more time before the end of the fiscal year. As we look forward to 2024, it's going to be critical to watch the interest rate as we see it move towards a more favorable target range for both buyers and sellers. It's interesting when I look at what is happening in the marketplace, and it's like I almost relate it to a college football game. And how many of us have watched a college football game where at the end of the game, everybody rushes the field and tears down the goalpost because the home team just pulled off this huge victory? And it's kind of like I feel like buyers and sellers are all the people sitting in the stands, and we're all watching the game, which is this economic forecast and everything happening with interest rates. And I kind of just feel like as that clock ticks closer and closer to the end of the game, or in this case, maybe that 5.5% target range for interest rates, we're going to start to see people jump on the field. People are going to get back in the market. We're going to see buyers and sellers listing their houses, and we are going to see demand come back because that's going to be a jump that people feel they can make. The goalposts are coming down. The market has activity. It's critical to note that there are several buyers that are watching the market intensely, waiting for that situation that plays into their favor so they can get back in the marketplace. And I think the question is going to be when that does happen and when interest rates come back down to a normal level, are we going to see enough sellers entering the marketplace to raise the inventory levels up? Because right now, I think that there is a lot of demand on the sideline. There's a lot of desirability for South Orange County. It's the schools, the safety, the communities. And I just don't know that we're going to see enough inventory come onto the market to feed that demand. And as we know, when demand outpaces supply, prices go up. If you're a seller in this marketplace, there is low inventory, which puts you in the driver's seat and gives you an element of control. However, I suggest being price sensitive to the marketplace, to the interest rate, and coming up with the right strategy that positions your house to sell in the quickest amount of time for the best price. And to do that, you need to partner with people who know the market inside and out and have those strategies for you. We recently listed a home in South Orange County that had a tenant in place through May of next year. We were able to look at the sales comps in that neighborhood, which put it at around 1.6 to 1.625. We listed the house at 1.495, knowing that an investor would need to be likely the demographic of the buyer buying the house because of the tenant in place. What happened blew me away. We had the house on the market for maybe a weekend. We had 100 people through our open house. We ended up with 5 offers. We were able to find an all-cash buyer that took the tenant in place, and the purchase price was $1.6 million. That just shows me that there's demand out there for your product. If you're thinking of selling, please call us. We have a strategy for you. Buyers in this marketplace, I know you're listening. I know you're out there. There is still opportunity in this market for you. Having the ability to have your due process when you're shopping for a home is critical. You don't have to stand in line to get in a house. You're not up against 15 offers. And let's face it, you have time to make the right decision. My advice to buyers would be partner with a group that has accessibility to off markets, that's talking to sellers that know they're getting ready to come onto the market, and see if we can find a home that might be off market that fits what you're looking for. My name is Jason Wright with the Smith Group. We are the #1 team for Coldwell Banker in California, and we can't wait to partner with you.